Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials. In this video, we are going to be kicking off weekly therapy number 42, also known as routine therapy number 2, the second time we've had one of these while using this new name. The first one was Nostophobia. This time we have no running. That is the current routine therapy, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's a bit of a contentious variator for sure, given the community seems to, or at least quite a few people seem to hate it. But personally, I don't mind it too much, and especially because it's here in the routine therapy, which is going to have a set list of variators. It's not going to be as bad as some things you can end up in getting in escalation or obviously in customs that make it a lot more difficult. But yes, no running is the current one. Run and die is the little tagline there. And yeah, I have already looked at the trial list, but it's basically a pretty even split for the 3 prime assets, and then of course the twins are left out since they only have the shopping mall currently. But we've got Pleasure the Prosecutor, which is almost certainly going to be the most difficult of the trials listed here. Cleanse the Orphans, Vindicate the Guilty are those are the 3 main trials. We have Gather the Children of God and Drill the Futterman for Gooseberry, Tilt the Scales of Justice and Sabotage the Lockdown for Coil, Get Out the Vote and Empty the Vault for Franco. Get Out the Vote, definitely going to be the hardest MK from this list as well. But yeah, it should be pretty fun. Now, if you don't know how the no running variator works, this was added with Season 4. It has been available in Customs and Escalation since then, but this is the first time it's showing up in the core therapies. Basically, if you run at all, if you move, and you don't even have to actually run, it's if you move too quickly at all. So that would include, like, you can do a single crouch hop and then wait a couple seconds and do another. But if you spam crouch hops, you will still be taking this damage. You get shocked. It's not a lot of damage, but it counts against your grade. And, you know, it can add up over time, although you can regen it with prescriptions. That's part of what makes it not so bad here in the normal therapies. Like, a lot of the time in escalation, you can get the no running with bleeding or with psychosis damage, meaning any one of those little shock ticks will be a lot more impactful. Whereas here, they won't really make that big of a difference in terms of if you're just trying to complete the trial. But you also are able to avoid the damage if you are under the effects of adrenaline. So that makes blind quite a lot more useful. And also, obviously, finding adrenalines in the environment will be very, very nice and helpful to you. So yeah, that's the variator. Increased Threat 2, More and Deadly Traps 2, Limited Items 1, interestingly, and then Psycho Surgery are the other variators we have for this routine therapy set. And yeah, it should be pretty fun to jump into this. Now, the very nice thing about this, Nostophobia, of course, was a bit of a special case. It lasted for 2 weeks and had some pretty cool tasks. So I was very interested to see when this weekly came around if they would have a nice set of tasks, or it was going to go back to the normal, you know, just like complete 5 A+3. Thankfully, we do have some real tasks here with no running, so you need to complete 5 of them to get the poster, which I'm looking forward to picking up. And then we have complete 6 trials and score A+ in 3 trials, which are like the old ones. But then we also have some specific ones for this specific program. Use at least 5 adrenalines in a single trial of the routine therapy. Very cool. Avoid taking damage from running for an entire trial. Also nice. Use adrenaline 25 times. I mean, that's just something you're going to get over time. And then complete a trial without using any adrenaline. So I like it very much that they've had some specific and relevant tasks for the routine therapy itself. I hope they continue with this. I think it makes it a lot more interesting and more enjoyable to have these to go for as you're working on the routine therapy here. And yeah, you only need to do 5, and there are 6 available, so you can skip one if you want, but they all give 50 stamps, so that's pretty decent for people who need stamps. And yeah, we're gonna jump into the first trial here, which is gonna be Pleasure the Prosecutor. The hardest is up first. I'll probably go actually pick up Blind. I have recently relapsed to number 40 and need to go buy that rig if I want to use it. But Blind is certainly going to be a very valuable pickup here in almost every trial. I assume is going to be the best thing to do, just because not only is it a decent rig to begin with, having that ability to get an adrenaline boost at any time is going to be very, very nice if you don't have an adrenaline stick. Also important to note about no running is that the game will start you with one adrenaline as well. You spawn in with a single adrenaline on hand, so that is important to note. And honestly, maybe I'll take backpack for this. Noise reduction, quite a bit less valuable since no running is on. We're not going to be running that much. I think I'll take evasive, and then we will go with incognito for the mains, and then boosted for the MKs probably. So yeah, that's going to be the loadout for our first trial here, which is going to be Pledge of the Prosecutor. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Surely not another 6-hour-long saga like we had for Toxic Shock that one time. But I will see you guys when we arrive at the trial. Alright, we are pulling up here at Pledge of the Prosecutor. Going again with blind, backpack, evasive, and incognito. Backpack nice to have on this trial because you need to carry around the zapper at least, if not also the tracker. And yeah, just pretend like your shift key is not working. Throw it across the room. Well, you also want to keep it available for the potential use while you have adrenaline. The main problem I have with this variator in escalation when we run into it, and I assume it will be a problem here as well, or at least something I need to continually maintain awareness of, is that even when you do use an adrenaline, it's quite unclear to me when your adrenaline is going to run out. And so being able to, you know, effectively avoid the damage that you will get if you keep running is a little bit annoying. Like, there's a sort of a weird sound distortion that goes on with adrenaline that often results in me running into various traps because I have it active and can't hear the sound of things like mines. But that sound, even though it, like... What? We already have Henrietta coming out? What is the timing there? That sucks. Whatever, we'll just start this anyway. But, yeah, like I was saying, even though you have that little noise that takes place that you can definitely hear and realize when that is going away, the damage will start even before the noise has fully ended, so it's a little bit hard to know, in my opinion, when the damage is about to occur, and so that ends up in me stopping, or needing to stop the running sooner than I necessarily have to be sure about things, and this is bad. I'm just going to use the adrenaline and get out of there. Having Henrietta spawning in is just very unfortunate. Would have been nice if she waited at least a little bit to allow us to get rid of her when we went into the theater, but hey, what can you do? At least we can pick up a poster here. But yeah, I mean, I'm certainly going to be using adrenalines on these main trials. I'll probably pin this, I guess. We'll go for the no adrenaline uses on an MK probably. I mean, I could do one. Maybe I could probably do like cleanse or something with no adrenalines. Or I mean, I could do any trial if I really wanted. But whatever. I don't know. We're just gonna stick with the main one. The main idea of just getting these done on hopefully our first try, and we'll see how it goes. I think using the adrenaline the way I did is most likely going to be your best bet, as long as you care about going for the A+. I mean, it's much easier to not use adrenaline, or not even worry about using adrenaline if you're not going for A+, because, again, you can run for a decent amount of time before you take a full bar of health damage, and then you can regen that back up if you don't take a full bar. So, yeah, just being aware of that, and the fact that you pretty much... Oh my god. She swung, bro. This is crazy. Bruh. I mean, I'm playing it risky with trying to do all this with Henrietta being out, but I mean, it would have been kind of lame to just wait out the entire time. I think she left, otherwise she would be out here by now. She must be gone. So we at least don't have to worry about her for the rest of the trial. But oh my god. I unfortunately forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, like, it's not that hard to just complete these trials, even without dying, as long as you aren't worried about the grade, because you can definitely very easily just run a little bit to get out of a bad situation. Yeah, you are so full of shit, and it locks me into the animation before I can even throw my other bottle. Like, that's so stupid. Well, I guess I wasted all that time for nothing. Alright, let's try this again. Though I hate the animation lock that happens in cases like that. Like, you'd think by now I would be used to it, but I still think I have more, like another, you know, millisecond or so before I have to throw something to, but then, like, you know, the guy recovers his animation, then immediately I'm frozen. Oh, you're an actual crackhead? I thought that was like a corpse, bro. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. But, yeah. Oh, yep, that's nice. That happens to me a lot in this. Anyway, yeah, see, like, I alt-tab a lot from the game, especially when I'm streaming. And generally, at least in most games, the least consequential of the two mouse buttons, or the less consequential, I guess, of the two is right-clicking. But in this game, you could definitely, you know, you end up using items and stuff by accident. And that's basically what happened right there. Thankfully, or I guess, maybe not thankfully, but... Oh, I then immediately ran into a trap and could restart, but... Anyways, we're gonna get back into a real attempt here. Hopefully not instantly interrupted by the Jaeger or any nonsense like that. But yeah, I already raged about the animation locking stuff. I mean, I rage about that on the stream all the time. It is very annoying. Although, again, it is something you could expect me to be used to by now. Given how much I've played, I guess I'm just still not, because I still get caught out by it on occasion. Just, like, clearing the traps as best I can. Seems like the limited items only being level 1 version makes it so you get quite a few items, it seems, at least so far. And I'm so not used to how fast this thing counts up in solo here. This is pretty wild. Okay, so we do have a pusher or someone coming out. I think I can do this. Nice thing is, anyway, even if the pusher did grab me, I do have evasive, so that can save me there. But yeah, anyways. Okay, I'll let him grab me here. There we go. I'm afraid of getting punched, although I'm not sure where to go, because there's glass behind me. Yeah, that's why I took evasive, that, and for Henrietta. That obviously saves you, and you don't have to worry about running from the pusher. But yeah, we got some bad timing on this guy spotting me. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. Completion of this routine therapy is not too difficult. A+ is a different story. And I'm also basically only talking about psychosurgery as well.
See that? Watch your ass.
Try and use pings to fish for the X-Pop, see where he's located. He crawls through there, potentially. No. Need to... Okay, good. We got this lever. And we can then just immediately jump back into here. And that should be us good for 100%. The only problem is that once you get to 100%, the stupid guy, like, stays in this room pretty much. So... hopefully he'll leave the room now, and then I can grab the ticket immediately. Uh-oh. Ooh, yes. The timing is good.
Completed.
There we go. And there was someone who came out of that door in the back of the shop I saw. But hopefully they don't make it out here in time to be an annoyance. Evasive has a cooldown of 100 seconds. Okay, the pusher has spotted me. I do not think my evasive will be back up yet. So I'm going to take advantage of my adrenaline that I'm provided at the start. I'm going to hit him with this brick. I'm going to stop running now because I'm not certain how long I have left. And then don't forget to smash the like button down below, and that will be us safe from the pusher. But yeah, I think, you know, like if another pusher spawns, I'll have it back. But I don't think it would have been 100 seconds just yet. Of course, we do have blind. Haven't used it yet. Not sure how I want to employ it, to be honest. Just like putting it down in any of the capture points doesn't seem like a super good use. You have another adrenaline. I guess that's probably why it's only limited items 1, is so you can actually find some adrenalines for you. Another thing you can get in escalation with no running is only throwable items, which means you don't get any adrenaline aside from the one that you acquire at the start. So that's not something we have to be worried about. We have someone coming out here. I assume it's Pitcher, yeah. So we can only hope that he goes the other direction. I'll take both, just because we already have all 3 posters, so we don't need to worry about those anymore. And let's get our tutorial key of sorts. And you know, I'll take this brick. Just to, because I don't need the tracker while I'm in here, and I can get rid of that. I can use it to destroy some traps. Start this thing up. And that little one between the pole I can maybe ignore. Yeah, it is very strange seeing how fast the thing ticks up here. Always good to check these things, because that's where adrenaline can be hiding. Okay. Really? Yeah, I bet. It just happens too often to be pathing coincidence. I mean, the enemies do cheat. I would be almost certain of that. It is rather annoying at times. They inexplicably walk to your exact location with no prior knowledge of it for any reason. Alright, we've got the other lever here. Jump in this cabinet, or maybe try and get over to the... Okay. This is a bit of a dubious position. Maybe we use an adrenaline here just to get us out of here safely. Seems... Okay, somehow we survived that messy situation. Oh my god, why? He doesn't really have any other way to go? I'm not sure where he would have ended up. Can grab this though. And yeah, I think a witness did spawn. Oh. Shit. I'm just gonna throw that to be completely certain he's not going to BS me in some ridiculous fashion. And then make our way elsewhere. And we can get another adrenaline on hand here to help us out. But yeah, just doing the little hops every now and then will get you where you want to go a little quicker. Looks like we have Irish pub, motel, and then something in the back. Since we didn't get garage or apartment store. We have the secret room here. Not sure if I'll be able to... Oh, I definitely will not be able to get this without an adrenaline, I don't think. Yeah. That is much too far. That being said, I don't necessarily need it right now. So I will wait till later. Looks like maybe this guy's in the laundry room. Let us see. Possibly not. Another adrenaline there. Right here behind this curtain. Up above me? No. What? What? Okay, I wasn't sure if this was even a spot. I'm just gonna hit him, I'm not gonna try anything with blind. It's a shame that it like kept not working properly. I should have been able to get that. It was definitely behaving weird. Oh, okay. Is that upstairs or where? Ah, okay. Of course, he turned around. Guess the guy ended up here in the motel. Yep. Yeah, I did not trust that he wasn't going to BS find me in the corner there, so I just used that adrenaline to ensure my safety. Alright. One back here in the dark, usually not too big of an issue. Okay, the pitcher is still roaming. Upstairs from us. Must be in the garage here then, right? Or the dealership. Whatever. Always riddled with traps, this place, I feel. Like, look at this. Double laser into a psychosis mine. Sure. Obviously, I need to go back for the key that's in the motel. We'll get this guy first. Go, and I guess we got the bank vault, or the bank as our actual location. Now we just need to head back to the front area. Get the Irish pub key, and then we can ditch these items and have a bit more freedom of inventory. I'll go this way, actually. Probably the easiest. I don't want to go down to be annoyed by the lever, but I'm just gonna go grab this adrenaline. See, what happened to my pinned task? Like, I definitely pinned this task. It's been weirdly buggy for me recently. It feels like they just, like, unpin themselves. Don't know if that's something I'm doing wrong or what. Well, that's incredibly annoying. Just typical asshole glass placement, I guess. And that's going to be a push. Oh, another pitcher. Okay. Maybe blind was not the best choice for this trial in particular. I'm not sure. If he runs at me, I'll go for the brick. Otherwise, no. Alright. There we have it. All 3 keys acquired. We can drop our tracker and microwave device. And then move to get started. Ooh. Okay. Move to get started with the capture points. Hopefully the pitcher will not be disturbing us here. So we will crack open the Irish pub. And it's just a trap-infested wasteland. I'll get rid of that at the very least. Because if you have watched any of my videos at this point, or of this trial, you know that I have, on numerous occasions now, jumped down and been put directly on top of a psychosis mine in incredibly annoying fashion. I do believe we just heard the pitcher leave, so he will not be doing a grand circuit to come and find us after I blocked off his entryway. So we can go ahead and start this up with all the doors available. I'm going to go open this thing up for both battery and a rig recharger, which might be useful later. That was weird. Since I switched... Huh. Definitely a strange sound bug. I think I will place a mine here at the entrance. It is up here, right? Okay, yes. Of course, this guy somehow hits my blind on his own. Well, at least that guarantees that we get this lever without issue. And likely get all the way to 40% for the most part. Oh, never mind.
Get your ass.
There's a barrel there? Huh, I didn't even know. Alright, we're at 60. Good thing I didn't hide in that little box. And we have a pusher who's going to probably re-trigger my mine. Perfect. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone with the blind in this trial, folks. It's seeming clearer to me more and more as time goes on. I'm kind of just trying to wait up here until I'm sure that the pusher is gone, and then when the guy walks up the stairs, I'll jump over, I suppose. Guess I could make some noise up here. That would probably be much quicker and easier. Alright, we're on the final stretch here. And it looks like we might be in good shape with him going up there. I will simply leave out the back door to avoid his wrath. And now we just make our way back to the theater with our first of 3 of the mannequins here. Hopefully we don't encounter Franco. And yeah, that one potentially one of the harder ones. I don't really know as far as how no running impacts it, but typically the pub can have some problems. We'll take the lever gate to reach the motel. Get another syringe. And who's this now? the picture as well. Great. I guess we will instead go the complete opposite direction. So I'm not trying to mess with him. Although this is just... I guess we can go this way. And just head straight to the bank vault from here. Or, I call it the bank vault. The bank vault is in the sewers on this map, technically. It's just the bank. But we can still head there. And hopefully have some success. That lever, not really worth using. Leaves you exposed for no real reason when you can just take this window. And alright, let's toss the key into the lock and get started with yet another capture protocol. Gotta be careful jumping over any of these counters without knowing what lay on the other side, like these traps. That is basically the same mistake that caused me to land on that glass earlier, although I had never experienced there being anything beneath that little jump. There's traps everywhere back here, so this is annoying. And as usual, I believe I hate these counters. Another sound trap triggered. Franco's also right outside. Can you please search the downstairs area a bit more thoroughly, please? Can you please, would you please? Not just AFK and then turn around and walk back the other direction? Okay. I had to take matters into my own hands. Oh wow, another adrenaline. Yeah, this is why Incognito I think is quite good. I might even use it over boosted, not gonna lie, on the MKs. Because, you know, especially on this trial where they are on high alert, so if you make any noise they hear you and come for you in the capture points. But since you can't spam crouch jumping, Incognito's value is much higher. It had already gone up with the original nerf to crouch jumping with Season 4, but it's now even better. Let's hope. Nice. Well, I can't blame anyone but myself for that sound trap trigger, although it is unfortunate that I messed up the timing. Those are, so far, our only demerits are making some crinkly noises with glass, which is a bit sad, but whatever. At least we have our second of 3 mannequins. You might think that this is a really annoying thing, and it is annoying, but you can actually creep up the stairs and then jump the railing to avoid laser traps or cans that are right there. Which honestly does happen fairly often at that one spot, and can be rather annoying. Especially when it's cans, which have no way of being removed. There we go. Now we just need the motel mannequin to get us completed here. Let's see what we've got. Hit pusher. Just give him a minute to go somewhere else, and then we can use the switch or the lever here. This parking lot area is one where you are fairly likely to spot Franco at times, so it's best approached in careful fashion. But it seems we are fortunate on this occasion to have not seen him. And we can start up our final capture protocol. Nice, we've got several bottles there, although, wow, another bottle. This does seem to be one of the more sparsely trapped capture protocols I've seen. And we got this nice little hiding spot, which I always enjoy to use. Our lever's right there. And the giant is going to allow us to get to it immediately. There we go. And then dive right back under here and wait out the next 30%. Although it might be best, honestly, to do something like this. That'll give us a large window in which to hit the lever. Very good. And now we just get to 100 and we're good. So pretty smooth here in the motel, as opposed to the other areas, causing a bit more chaos. I believe the Irish pub was the most difficult though. And we have the pitcher, unfortunately, joining us, which is not what you want to see or hear or whatever. But hey. We'll give this giant a moment to hopefully go back into the bathroom. Yeah. And we'll grab our lady. Where is that pitcher? Maybe we'll do a little something like that. I'm not honestly sure if that was a good idea or not. I'm also not sure if having 3 adrenalines on me is necessarily a good idea. Might have been better to grab another bottle. But regardless, we are headed to the theater with our final mannequin for the finale. One thing you can do is do the crouch door snap with Control-Shift-Click to crouch close doors while moving through, and that will not trigger no running usually, but it can sometimes get you damaged, which I'm not willing to risk. And yeah, we're going to be taking the slow approach here to this final objective, so just be prepared for that. Red, yellow. Yep. Just close these doors. Hopefully I can get to this before it resets. Okay, red, yellow. And then I'll just head up into this corner to chill. Blue. BYR. We basically wait for Franco to go through that door, and then we start working on him. BYR is the first sequence. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait out another set of the lights popping up.
Oh, shit, careful.
Although he heard me, I think we had more than enough time to get that done since he had walked up some of the stairs there.
Watch your ass.
BRYG. BRYG. Make sure to re-ping so you keep as much vision on him as possible. BRYG. BRYG. And he's going out the door again. Unfortunately, he heard that. I thought he'd be far enough away that time, but no. Still, we got BR. We just need YG to finish things off. I really did not think he would hear that.
Watch your ass.
Yeah, he gave up quickly that time, which is nice. He's going that way, which I don't have any faith in being a long trip. If this is the pitcher, we'll have to throw our bottle. The pusher, I don't think will see me here. Yeah, he does not. Seems Franco is taking in more of an extended trip through the lobby, but I'm not willing to risk it. Given I don't... Yeah, okay, he turned around pretty quick. Still just need to hit YG to finish things off. Pusher went into the back behind the stage. Seems Franco may be planning to join him. Which is usually not a long trip. He'll walk out behind the stage, stand there for a moment, and come back. The only reliable route once he leaves and you can take advantage is out this door, in my experience. Otherwise, you risk not having enough time to do anything. Alright, there he goes. Let's get one more ping on him to make sure. And we do want him to go a little bit further, because G is the closest. Alright, nice. R, Y, G, R, B. R, Y, G, R, B. That's what we've got. Our final sequence, R, Y, G, R, B. We are once again playing the waiting game. R, Y, G, R, B. Here comes Frankie once again. And he's going to go back there and do nothing. He's going to sniff the floor. A lovely pastime of his. Get a quick whiff. R, Y, G, R. Here we have the pusher again. Alright, Franco did leave. Unfortunately, we can't hit the button. It faded away on us. Alright. That's all I wanted. I wanted to be able to hit that to freeze the sequence. And yeah, now we can wait for him to leave again. So we have Y, G, R, B left to go. And we should be in good shape. Oh, is he going to go there again? Very nice. Y, G, R, B. He did hear us once again, so I will take the precaution of heading into the back here once more. I probably would have gotten shot if I went for the blue button. But all we need to do is smash that blue button to finish this execution completion and head to the exit. You know, I think I am willing to do this. I'm pretty sure that he can't hit you from up there. We got to use at least 5 adrenaline. No, I lagged. I can't jump. I'm gonna get hit for sure, I think. Well, look at that. The blind came in huge after all at the end of the day, getting us out safely, so no damage taken. And I am more than happy with that. A+, 39 minutes, 16 seconds. Pleasure the prosecutor, no running psychosurgery here. We did trigger sound traps 3 times, but yes, avoid taking damage from running for an entire trial. I'll definitely take that. Quite a slow completion, of course, but that's going to be the case with no running. Still, I could have done it faster in general, even with it, but either way, I will take it. Just the 3 sound traps, no damage, and a solid first trial to get out of the way. Of course, especially being the most difficult trial, things should be more smooth sailing from here, I would hope, at least until we get to get out the vote at the very least. Next up, I think we had Cleanse the Orphans, so it should be a good time. I'll see you guys in that video. Of course, big shout out to all my channel members. Name's going to be popping up on the screen here. Special thanks to Laura for being the Reborn Reagent here. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Check the links in the description. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitch. I'll see you next video. Peace out.